Hello and welcome to another episode of Now About That with James and Sarah. I'm James. That was really loud, wasn't it?
Uh, it was really loud, and I'm Sarah. I was like, "Wow, you're starting us off bold and
It
brash."
was really close to my face, and I didn't realize it until after I
Yeah,
had said it. And then I also saw the face that you made as I said it, and I was like, that was probably loud.
it was real loud. Anyway, starting off the episode strong.
Yeah.
How's it
Well,
going?
it's going. It's busy. It's actually really hot here, so I don't know why I'm wearing a hoodie, and I actually just put it on. So, well, I think so. Here's the thing: it's like 100 degrees here outside. But
Yes.
I always keep my apartment. Well, we've been actually putting it on 74, which is strange for me. Because usually it's at like 70, 68
Hmm.
when I'm home. But we've been
Having
doing
lived with you, yes.
yeah, we've been having it at 60 74 recently because it actually keeps it's I think one of the not the smallest because the second apartment that I had in Bloomington was the smallest apartment I've ever had. This one's like the second smallest. It's pretty small,
Mm,
so it's not as it doesn't take as much to keep it a certain temperature.
mm.
And then the other thing is on the couch and then right above where I'm sitting, there is a vent. So when the air is on, it blows right on me.
Hmm.
So it's always like I'm always sitting right in front of the vent, so I'm always kind of cold until it goes off and then it gets warm.
That sounds about right. That sounds like how air conditioning works.
Yeah, well, I mean, when it's not if it's not blowing directly on you, but both places I sit all the time, it blows directly on me.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like that's the point of an air conditioner is to make you cold.
It's to cool down the apartment, not to make you cold.
I keep my apartment at 72.
Yeah.
Um, and that's because I'm on the second floor, so I'm sandwiched in between two other apartments, two other floors. Um, and so I stay pretty well insulated,
Mm.
so I don't have to keep it as cold.
We're on the second floor too, but ours is on like a corner. So we're the corner
Mm,
unit of our second floor. So we have a neighbor on two sides technically because we're the corner unit, and then there's another one on this side, and then the one that's beside us, and then we have an apartment above us, but below us are garages.
mhm.
And I was always
Yeah,
worried
below me.
when we first moved in here that I was like, oh crap, Ryan walks so hard on these hard floors that it's gonna annoy our neighbors below us, but because we don't have anyone below us, we don't have to worry about it.
There you go. Um, yeah, I worry about when I'm walking around. I try to walk really lightly.
Yeah.
The same cannot be said for my upstairs neighbors.
No. We do have our neighbors upstairs have this adorable dog. His name is Otis. He's so sweet. He's a little like small dachshund. And
Love
he
dachshunds.
but we can hear him like running around up there when he gets really excited. It's so cute. He's so sweet.
I love that.
And it's funny, he's a dachshund, but he doesn't act like most dachshunds do. Whenever they see you, they like bark at you. Even if you're not even anywhere close to their person or them, they bark at you. But he's always really excited to see everyone.
Hmm. Um, Oakley was like that. Well, I mean, he is still like that because he is still living. Um, he he barks because he's excited to see you. Like he gets so excited, and like the whole second half of his body is wiggling.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So how's Sarah
I
doing?
um, my
I
best.
worry for your mental health.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
You're worried for my mental health.
I am just because of the amount of TikToks that you are sending me make me worry for you, Sarah. You need to not be using your social media as much as you have. And you were doing a really good job of staying off of it more than you are now. But
Yeah,
it seems like you've taken a slide back.
yeah, yeah. It was originally
Because I'll get on
because
TikTok and be like, oh shoot, Sarah sent me a message. And it's not just one, it's like six. And I'm like, I'm not watching all of these. I'll just like them. And so she sees that I've seen them.
sadness. Some of those are really good.
I've watched most of them.
But no,
I have to say, most of the ones you send me, I've already seen because when I watch them, there's already a heart where I've already liked it, so I've already seen them.
yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Speaking of, I don't know what happened the other day. It was like yesterday. I was scrolling through TikTok in the afternoon, and it was like literally every single TikTok I watched was nothing but an ad, and it was all in a different language, 100% AI generated. And I kept like hitting it and saying not interested or reporting it for being AI generated and not being flagged that it was AI generated. And but then I like killed the app, and then later that evening I got back on it and it went back to normal where it was my actual like For You page. It was
Right.
so strange. It was for like 30 minutes for some reason. Every time it was just like one after the next video. This video is a regular video, and then right after it is a AI generated different language video that has nothing to do with anything I've ever watched before or interacted with before. It was
Yep.
insane.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I hate the way that I don't understand why they don't have an option to block the user where you don't go to their page. It drives me absolutely nuts.
Right.
Because when I'm going to their page, that's the algorithm saying, oh, this person's interested in this person because they're going to their page to see what else they have. No, I'm going to their page because that's the only way you, TikTok, allow me to block that person.
Yeah.
Unless, well, I guess that's not true because you can report it. And then when you report it, there's an option to block.
Yeah. But that means you have to report everything. And sometimes it's not that you need to report
Yeah.
somebody. It's just you don't want to see them anymore.
Yeah. But no, I
Yeah.
was thinking that yesterday. I was like, she's sending a lot of messages, a lot of TikToks to me. And she needs to not be on TikTok as much as Sarah is.
You know.
And Instagram.
Okay.
And then Sarah wheezes.
Okay, listen, that's just how my life works. Okay?
Sarah's a wheezer.
I am a wheezer. I I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Not just because of like the current situation, but also just because like me myself, my finances are not great right now, and I've been really struggling, and it's just, and then of course I've been working a whole bunch. I volunteered for a Saturday shift, so I only got Sunday off. And so I drove to Waco, which is about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on traffic
One
from where I
way.
am. Yes, one way.
Ugh.
So I get paid for mileage. So like the mileage check that I'm going to get is going to be great. And my paycheck is going to be great because I've been working my ass off. But
Yeah.
the problem is that I've maxed out all my credit cards, and I have had to borrow money from my mother, and I just can't seem to stay afloat. And I don't understand why I'm working so goddamn hard and still floundering.
Yeah, it's rough right now. I mean, I'm gonna pay my rent and then I'll have like very little money
Yeah.
for the next 2 weeks. So yeah, it's rough because my rent is crazy right and at this place anyway. So
True.
I
You
don't.
are in California.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I make 3 times the rent here because I pay my base rent is $985. Um, before they tack on the water, the valet trash, and
Valet trash.
yeah, that's what they call it. It's where you set your trash outside the door and somebody comes and collects it.
Yeah, I remember seeing something about that at one of the apartments around here. They had it as an option, and it was like even if you don't use it, you still have to pay for it.
Yeah, which I'm finding it frustrating because I don't work typical hours. So sometimes I have to wait days to be able to take my trash out because you're not supposed, like, they've started levying fees if you set it out before the correct time or if you leave it sitting out beyond the correct time. And it just,
Do you have the option to take it out yourself?
yes and no. So, like, yes, there is a spot, but it's not in a convenient area. And most of the time, I do not have the capability of, like, physically walking it out there.
Hmm.
Which is my other issue because I'm having all sorts of pain issues and I'm wheezing and
You say you don't have. Do you have insurance right now?
I have health insurance, but my deductible hasn't been met. So
Oh yeah, well, fucking deductibles. I think mine's like $5,000.
yeah, mine's, I don't remember what mine is actually. I just know, I think mine is also 5,000 actually, now that I'm like thinking about it.
And that was like the lowest deductible. Maybe no, maybe mine's 2,500. I don't know, something.
I don't know, but I took the lowest one myself because it was already $100 coming out of each paycheck
Yeah,
on the lowest level.
yeah, it's crazy. Speaking of doctors, I had to go get blood drawn for my annual physical or annual blood, whatever, because we're
Yeah.
old and we have to get that done every year.
Yeah.
And so I walked in and it's at one of like the Quest diagnostics that like everybody uses. So I just walked in and I checked in in my car and then I went in and I sat down. And when the person came and got me, he brought me back and it was weird. It wasn't like they didn't take me to a room. They took me to like what looks like it used to be an office, like an open office, and then they had like cubicle walls up around, but where you sat to get your blood drawn, it was just open and you could see everyone else. And like I was sitting across from a woman with a child and the child was screaming because they were getting their blood drawn. But the thing is, I don't think she was screaming because she was getting her blood drawn because they had already done that. They were getting ready to do her blood pressure and she started screaming.
Maybe she thought they were going to take her blood again.
Yeah, I don't know. But I was just like, that's weird. And then the guy that was drawing my blood was really nice, but he was whistling Yankee Doodle Dandy for some reason. And I looked at him and I was like, that's a really odd song to have stuck in your head. And he goes, yeah, I think one of the kids' toys was playing it earlier, so it's just kind of stuck in my head now. But it was just funny.
Oh my goodness.
But I still haven't gotten the results. That was last Friday, and I still, like, you would think
dang.
a week later they would have the results, but I have nothing. I've heard nothing.
Oh.
You
know what? Oh.
What?
What were you gonna say?
I just said
Oh. I cleaned my apartment.
Yay.
Well, the outside of my apartment, the part where other people would see. My bedroom is a disaster.
Oh, so you mean like common areas? You said outside, and I was like, why would you clean the outside of your apartment?
No. But yeah, I did laundry, I did my dishes, I vacuumed, I took a shower, I cleaned my toilet.
Look at you being productive.
I was an adult. I saved a plant. I was given these 2 plants at work, and I'd actually been doing like a really good job of like keeping them alive, which I was like, wow, this is crazy.
I can barely keep myself alive.
Exactly. I was just like, wow, this is awesome. So I came back because I was watching the Bobinski for Nick. And one of my plants was very wilty. Like very wilty. And I was like, oh no. So I'm like, she's gonna die. So then I started like talking her through it and like giving her some water and being like, it's okay, bestie, we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
And she did. She survived. She's perked back up.
Well, that's good.
Took a day or so.
I have exciting news, which I already shared with you on the Discord, but Mamrie Hart is starting to post videos again. She's posted 2 this month. It's exciting. She posted one at the beginning of the month and then just today posted a new one.
Yeah, maybe she's realizing that we need something.
Yeah, which
we need something.
Yeah, which I know she posts. Like they post on their podcast, but it's like I miss her white ads, and I watched the other one, and I just watched the newest one that she just posted today, and it's like, I missed this. Just her being hilarious and making a drink, making fun of something. The one today was about the Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
There is a very high-pitched squeal or something going on your side.
Oh. Is that better?
Yes. I don't know what it was. It was weird. Maybe your microphone was picking up the fan of your computer.
Probably that.
I was like, what is... I thought it was somebody whistling, so I was like listening because sometimes when Ryan's listening to music, he can't tell how loud he's being, and he'll whistle or sing, and I was just like, ugh. But no, it was okay. That makes more sense.
It was probably my fan. Yeah.
Yeah,
because when I just moved it over a little bit, it started up again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So the other thing I do want to talk about is, I don't know if you saw it, but speaking of being on TikTok all the time, they are dropping the charges against that guy that the oh my gosh, what is it called? Olympian that they said vandalized the Lincoln Memorial, because it was now, after they've drained it and looked at it, they've determined that it was faulty installation and not vandalism. Even though they had for weeks shouted that they had tons and tons of evidence showing that someone had vandalized it, and there was a 350-foot gash at the bottom of the reflecting pool. Now they're saying that they're dropping all charges and it was faulty installation. It's like, no shit, it was faulty installation. We already knew that. You didn't know that. You were making a stupid narrative that I don't understand why they were trying to make it, because as soon as you drain it, you're going to see exactly what the issue is, and you're going to know that it wasn't anyone vandalizing it.
Right.
It's like, yes, did people pull up the paint? But how else was the paint pulling? That's not how paint works. You can't just cut it and then it start peeling away.
Right.
That's not how it works, sis.
It's gotta be wet to be able to pull it off.
Yeah. But it was just, I just saw that today and I was like, duh.
We're literally living idiocracy right now.
Yeah. And I just saw this thing that a post, or a poll that recently came out that said 2 in 3 MAGA voters would still vote for someone that is accused of sexual assault. Yeah. 2 in 3.
I don't want to live in this timeline anymore.
It's a dumb timeline. I don't understand where this country has gone and why it has gone like this. It's like,
I
it's
mean,
so crazy.
it's been going like this the whole time. Um, but they've erased so much of like the evidence over the
Yeah.
years that it's harder and harder to find that information, which they're currently trying to destroy any access to physical information currently anyway. So it just I'm trying to keep like a little modicum of joy in my life to just kind of keep me going. I'm running out.
Have you read any good books recently? I know I don't care.
You're like, I know I don't care, but the audience might. I'm currently listening to an audiobook since I had to drive all the way to Waco and back. I decided that I was going to listen to an audiobook. And so the audiobook that I'm currently listening to is called hold on, pulling it up. When Trees Testify: Science, Wisdom, History, and America's Black Botanical Legacy by Beronda L. Montgomery. It's really cool. It includes a lot of unknown history, things that they don't teach us in school, because everything gets sanitized down. But it also incorporates like a lot of like useful information about trees and how to identify them and what you can do medicinally with different tree parts.
Yeah.
And how to propagate trees and things like that, which is all very important. And one of the most interesting things about it is that she said that there's research that shows that trees collect the breaths that we breathe out to, like, they use our carbon dioxide to process and create oxygen. So like every tree holds some of our breath.
Yeah. I'm only laughing because all plants do that.
Well, I mean,
you just explained how plants create oxygen.
listen,
You did it in a very whimsical way, but I'm just like, that's the exact way that plants create oxygen. They take carbon dioxide from the world, consume it, and then the off gas of that is oxygen.
I guess I just never realized that, like, it had never been put in the terms of our breath.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, yeah, I know carbon dioxide turns into oxygen, but like the thought of like my breath impacted a tree. Like,
Does that make you want to brush your teeth more often?
wow.
I'm just saying, for those days that you're like, oh, my breath is really bad. Now it's like, oh, my breath is going to be inside a tree forever. I need to make sure I have the best breath I can ever have.
Yes and no. I did brush my teeth though.
After you read the book or today? I would hope you brushed your teeth today.
Yeah, I brushed my teeth today.
I shouldn't judge. I don't need to judge you. If you don't want to brush your teeth in a day, that's fine. I'm just saying it's funny that you would say that.
It's because It's because brushing my teeth is hard sometimes. I don't know how to explain that. Um,
Well, when
but
you have like dental problems because of that accident, so
well, I mean, yeah,
that, and then
that's
if you're suffering from depression, a lot of like little menial tasks like that are usually typically pretty difficult for a person that's suffering with severe depression. That, and then there's also the what is it called that I just heard people talking about it recently. Corporate
executive dysfunction.
executive, yes, executive dysfunction. Thank you. I was like corporate something, but no, yeah, executive dysfunction, which happens a lot with people with ADHD or on the spectrum. So there's also a new term that I just saw recently. It was AUDHD.
Oh yeah, ADHD. It's
Yeah.
the combination of autism and ADHD.
Yeah. Which I always thought that ADHD or ADD was technically like partially autism. Like it was part of the spectrum, autistic
See,
spectrum.
I don't know. Like I'm honestly not sure how that works. I just know that I should definitely absolutely be tested for
Yeah.
all the things. My my mother recently told me that one of my cousins has been diagnosed with Ehlers Danlos Syndrome, um, which some of the things about it are like your skin is weirdly soft all the time, even though you might not use like moisturizer or things like that. Excessive, like your joints are hypermobile and can pop out all the time.
Oh, I think this is what Edie Oddly has.
Yeah, I think so. So anyway, mom's like, so you should read up on that and see. And
It
I'm like,
says it's 13 heritable connective tissue disorders. A group of 13 heritable connective tissue disorders. The conditions are caused by genetic changes that affect connective tissue. Each type of EDS has its own set of features, which distinct diagnostics criteria, with distinct diagnostics criteria. Some features are seen across all types of EDS, including joint hypermobility, skin hyperextensibility, it's a hard word to say, and tissue fragility. Wow.
and you know what tissue fragility is?
That's easy to stretch and cut and
Easy
break.
bruising, easy breaking.
I bruise
Who
easily,
I also bruise easily
but I
and
think that's
often
because I
have
have an iron
bruises.
deficiency.
I mean, I no longer have to worry about iron deficiencies because I no longer have a uterus.
Oh. I don't think that would be the cause of my iron deficiency, mainly because I've never had a uterus that I know of. You never know. Could be in there, could be in there floating around somewhere. Who
You
knows?
know, technically speaking, your balls at one point were ovaries.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean,
So,
they kind of technically are. It's
and
just,
they're ovaries outside of the body
yeah,
because we all start as female. Every
that is
single one
true.
of us.
That is true. I have been arguing, well, not anymore. I did for a little while, with people, and all I said was, technically, if you're arguing that an abortion kills a child, then take the child out of the body and let it live on its own. And then people were like, well, no, it relies on the mother's body for like until it's born. It's like, okay, then it's not the child's body. It's a
Yeah.
collection of cells that are feasting off of the energy and the nutrients from the woman. So technically, it's her body, and until then, it's basically a form of cancer.
I mean, it's absolutely the definition of a parasite.
Yeah.
Like and that's coming from somebody who loves kids, by the way. Like I love children. I think they're fantastic.
I do not.
I know. So like the fact that I'm saying no, legit, they're actual parasites. Like that's literally what they are.
Yeah. What else was I gonna say? Oh, there was another thing that I'm like arguing with people about on TikTok, and it was just like, I don't know, it's frustrating. I can't remember what it is now, but a lot of it is like people bad mouthing EVs, and somebody posted this video that was like, how much more expensive is your insurance? And I was like, I have two cars that are roughly the same age. One of them's a 2025, one of them's a 2024, and I pay about the same per car for the same insurance. So
Dang.
my insurance isn't any different. It's like, and the one that is newer, it's the same. Like it's the 2025 isn't the EV.
Right.
So, oh God, that's the other thing. This fucking Nissan dealership. I want to yell at someone. Like it's still just been this back and forth since June when I got the car back after dropping it off in May. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, Nissan, they
And
did this.
tomorrow's August.
Yeah, they did this awesome thing where they said they contacted me, the Nissan consumer contacted me, and they said, hey, we noticed that you just got your car in January. In May, you dropped it off and you didn't have it for almost a full month. So we're going to give you back one full payment, like one full car payment. And they did, and I got the check and I cashed it and it went through fine and everything, which was great. But now it's like a month after I got the car back. Well, when I got the car back, it was a month after I dropped it off. There was something wrong. The guy texted me and asked me if everything was okay. I texted him back and said, no, there's an issue with the speaker. Didn't hear from him. And then like 2 or 3 weeks later, he texted me and asked or said that I had some scheduled maintenance that was coming due that I had opted out of when they had the car. And I was like, why the fuck would I leave my car with you for a month? You know I have scheduled service coming due, and not call and ask me and say, hey, do you want to actually go ahead and move forward with do you want us to go ahead and do this while we have your car? Since we've had it for a month.
Right. That's crazy.
And I was like, no, I didn't know I had scheduled service coming due. And one, and two, why wouldn't you have just done it when I dropped my car off? And then I was like, also, there's been this issue with the speaker that I texted you about earlier. Didn't hear anything from him. Called him. Didn't hear anything from him. Called him. Finally got a hold of him. He said, oh, that's a part that I'm going to have to order. Let me order it. I'll give you a call back in like 15 minutes and let you know. Never heard back from him. That was now 3 weeks ago. Last week, I called someone and I was like, hey, I haven't heard from my service advisor for over 2 weeks now, or it was almost 2 weeks now, and I just need to understand what's going on. Like, this is an issue. He also said something about I need some work done. That it's like it's a tire rotation. There's like an oil that needs to be replaced or something. That's like a electric motor oil, which is whatever. And then I was like, and then there's like the air cabin filter. I was like, I need to get this scheduled and I need to figure out when this part is supposed to come in. And he was like, okay, well, let me do some digging and I'll give you a call back. That person never called me back.
Oh my God. How incompetent.
Right? Hold on, it's switching between microphones because I need to get this wire replaced. But I called again on Monday and I was like, listen, I've now talked to 2 people. My service advisor is not calling me back. It's been over a month since I've had my car back after you having it for a month. And I just need to know, is this part ordered? What's the timeline for it coming in? And why didn't my service get done while you had my car for a fucking month? And he was like, oh, well, it says here that it looks like you declined the service, but I don't see anywhere where he asked you, where it was like it was sent to you to approve or decline. I was like, that's what I'm saying, dude. He never asked me. There was a paper that I signed that they said this was what was going to be, like the work that was going to be done when I dropped it off a month after I got it, or before I got it back. And if it had service that's coming due, which is at 35,000 miles is when service is due, which I'm think I just hit the other day, then it should have been done when you had my car for a month. And he was like, well, let me
Yeah.
do some digging and I'll give you a call back. That was on Monday. I have heard nothing.
God
And this was
damn.
the service manager.
Okay, so like if you talk to somebody else, I would refuse to hang up. I would be like, no, I'm gonna stay here on the line until you get this solved for me because
Well,
that's
he did
absolutely
say so. He was much more helpful, but it was also because I was like not yelling at him, but he could tell that I was obviously frustrated.
right.
And I was like, so here's the issue, and I give him that whole big spiel, and I was like, I just need to know what's going on with this part. It's been over a month since I told someone that this issue was a problem. It's been now 3 weeks since I asked him to order the part, and you're telling me it's on back order. Why wasn't I told when he had to order it that it was on back order? And if it was ordered a month ago, would it have already been here? Is the issue I'm having. But he was like, well, just so here's the thing. It's on back order. There's nothing we can do about that. We just have to wait until it comes in. And so what I'll do is when we get the part in, I will call you and let you know. We'll get it scheduled and I'll take care of your like your service, your regular scheduled service. So he did offer to like not charge me anything for that.
Right.
Like,
Still.
I'm like, it's been 2 months now, almost coming on 2 months now for a car that I don't like to begin with. I don't like it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just I'm apathetic towards my car,
Fair.
which it's kind of back to. Although no, it's not. I was gonna say it's back to the Ford Explorer, but I had a lot of issues with the Ford Explorer that I actually hated it.
Fair. Reasonable.
You know, I was thinking the other day how many cars I've had, and it's a lot. My very first car was a 1989 Oldsmobile Cutlass Calais. that if I drove more than 15 miles, it would die on me. And then my second car was the 2002 Pontiac Grand Am, which I did like at the time, but it was also 2007, and I was paying, I'm gonna say it was a 5-year-old car, and I was paying like $350 a month or something like that. In 2007, which is a lot for an 18-year-old to pay in 2007. And then I didn't get rid of it, but it got paid off, and then I gave it to my sister or something, because the engine was starting to go out, and I got a 2007 Chevy HHR, which
yes, I remember that one.
Okay, I didn't hate that car, but it was very small and a little uncomfortable for me to drive. And when I did get into an accident in it, which someone hit me, I didn't hit them. My knee did smash into the driver or the dashboard. And I did have a little bit of pain in my right knee for a little while. And then I got my 2012 Kia Sorento. So there's like a little bit of a theme with these three cars, because it was 2002, 2007, 2012. So 5 years. And they were all 5 years old when I got them.
I love.
Which I think that was completely accidental. So I got my 2012 Kia Sorento, traded it in, and got a 2018 Kia Optima, which I did love that car. I wish it had push button start, but it didn't, which was the only issue, and the first car I had with Apple CarPlay, and I'm never going back. Although I am thinking of going and test driving a Rivian R2 that doesn't have Apple CarPlay. But I don't know. I've driven other cars that don't have Apple CarPlay, and it's so annoying. And then sold my 2018 when we moved to Rhode Island. Got a 2017 Ford Explorer, which I absolutely hated. And then a 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E, my Moira. And now I have my 2024 Nissan Ariya, who is Rhonda. These are the only two cars I've ever named either.
Let's see. My first car that was like mine, and not the first car that I was like driving around, which was my mother's Ford Windstar. Um, my
Like,
first car was a 1968 Fleetwood Brom Cadillac. No, 1985.
I was gonna say, I don't think it was a 60.
No, 1985. I'm sorry. My
It
brain
was a
is not
boat.
working.
It
was a
was
boat.
a land yacht, as they would say in
It was
Tuong Fu.
Yes, it was a land yacht.
And brown.
And brown. It was my Aunt Peggy's car, and she hadn't driven it in years and years because of her macular degeneration in her eyes. So she couldn't see to drive. So she didn't drive it because it was too big. She's like, I can't drive that. So she sold it to me and my mom. Sold it for like $500.
Which I think that in Indiana is a typical like first, especially if you're not from a wealthy family, a first car for children, for kids. It's like a $500 car from their family member.
Yeah. And I loved that car. I loved it so much. I was very sad when it got destroyed in my car accident. But anyway, my next car was a 2002. No, I lie. My next car was the 1988 Chevy Astro van.
Tom Graper.
Yes, the one that the naked people broke into high on bath salts.
I think we've talked about this on here.
I think we have. So I had that one, Tom, and then after Tom died on me, I got a 2002 Cadillac that Mark and my mom helped me get.
I don't think I remember that car.
It was a red car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like it was very used in terms of like age. It was over 10 years old when I got it. So but the engine block locked up on it.
Which happens a lot with GMs especially.
Yeah. Also, fun fact about Cadillacs, not so fun fact about Cadillacs, is once they get an oil leak, they pretty much never stop leaking. There's no way to properly repair it so that it stops.
Yeah.
So that was a pain in the ass. And then I traded in my Cadillac for Blackberry. And Blackberry was my Chevy Sonic.
It was a 2008?
No, I think it was a 2016.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Because I got it I got it after I left Donnie, and I left Donnie in 2016.
Yeah.
So it might have been a 2014, something like that.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Or it might have been 2012.
It was a little bit older. I do remember that. But still like new-ish for me.
Yeah.
And then right before I moved to Texas is when Blackberry and I were in an accident and she was totaled. And then I didn't have another car again until 2024 when I got Dahlia Brambleberry. I gotta have whimsical shit.
I guess I could probably also include the cars that I bought for Ryan too.
I mean, you could, because you did buy them.
You
could also include the cars that you bought for your father.
I didn't buy him any cars.
Okay.
I think I'm listed as like a partial owner in some of the cars that he has. But there's the 2007 Volkswagen Jetta, which actually just recently died. The 2008 Volkswagen GTI, which also just recently died. Um, and then the 2017 Nissan Rogue Sport that we traded in for the 2025 Nissan Rogue.
Nice.
So just 4.
My favorite car. What was I going to say?
Oh.
I had a memory that I was going to share, and now I don't remember what it was. So it must not have been important.
I know. The favorite car I've had was definitely Moira. I loved Moira.
I think my favorite was my Sonic, to be honest.
You hated that car.
Did I?
Yes, you tried. Like it had an engine issue, and then it just never got fixed, and you kept having to take it in, and then finally, when you wrecked it, it got totaled. When somebody hit you, it got totaled.
Yeah, somebody hit me.
Like you had to have like the engine replaced because it was like a defective engine, and then when you replaced the engine, they warranty replaced it, and then
That's
like it
right,
just
they warranty replaced it.
There was always something like wrong with it even after that.
You're right.
I think until it started having issues, you really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But
it was so cute, and it was so small, and I loved just, going around town in it. And,
isn't what you have now? It's a Spark, right?
It's a Spark.
Yeah, so it's like the larger version of...
It's actually the smaller version of the Sonic.
Oh, I thought it was the same, a little bit bigger.
No, it's smaller. It's too small for me to drive people around.
Oh.
So like I couldn't drive for Uber because she's too small.
You could do DoorDash.
I did do that. I did DoorDash, I did Uber Eats, I did Grubhub, I think. I did my time in the gig economy. Ugh. I don't want to do that again.
I've been thinking about driving for DoorDash.
Yeah.
Just for like extra cash.
You would make so much money out there, I bet.
Probably, but I don't know. Especially with an electric car, I don't know how much I would like it. Like with an electric car, obviously driving back and forth, but I'm putting like right now I bought my car in January. I got it with 31,000 miles on it, and I have only put, which I guess for a month though, it was also in dealership, so I didn't put any miles on it then. But I put less than 5,000 miles on it in a month, in almost 7 months.
Dang.
And I'm usually like 4,000 miles a month. Sometimes 5,000 miles a month, because I drive a lot.
I also drive a lot for work because I go to so many different clinics.
But I don't anymore because I live like 8 miles away from my work when I go in.
Oh, no, I don't live that close. I mean, some locations I live within 10 minutes for sure, but like the majority of them, no. I think, I mean, there are things I could complain about with Dahlia, but to be honest, she's doing her best. Like, we're both just doing our best at this point.
Honestly, there's nothing wrong with my Nissan Ronda, but I just don't. It's not Moira.
That's fair. I get that.
I do enjoy driving it. I wish it had more torque. I wish it were faster. Yeah. Although it's crazy fast anyway. But I don't like the infotainment center. It's clunky, and it has buttons to control the like HVAC air conditioning and stuff, but they're not actual buttons. They're capacitive touch buttons.
Mm.
And like you have the option to like push down on it and it'll like vibrate and give you feedback, or you can just like push on it, like hold your finger on it and it'll control it. It's clunky and it takes way too long to do it. And like when I want the air to go up, it's like I have to push and hold it or hold my finger on it until it goes to like the fan speed that I want.
Dang.
And it does this thing where, and Ryan's car does it too. I don't understand why it does this, where you'll get in, and sometimes, even if you were not listening to anything recently, all of your apps are completely killed. It will start playing music or start playing a audiobook or podcast or just something. It'll randomly choose what it wants to play. And then it'll just start playing something in both the Nissans. I don't understand it.
I don't like that.
It makes no sense. Like as soon as you connect it to the car, like my car, I get in and it's automatically connected because it's Bluetooth. But for Ryan's, I think his is connected to Bluetooth, but it's like not Apple CarPlay. It's just the regular Bluetooth. But if you want to connect it to a wire, it's Apple CarPlay. But I was just like, it's so weird that it just randomly starts playing, and it has this thing where it comes up and tells you like the user profile that is in there and asks if you want to use, or if do you want to choose guest. But I'm like, I don't need that to come up. I don't understand why it does. I don't need it to come up and tell me who's driving. But it stays there for like 15 seconds before it goes off the screen. And then the screen, like the gauge cluster, it's a screen, so it's not actual like clusters. It's not actual like gauges or anything. But it'll come up and tell me to check my rear passenger's seatbelts, regardless of whether the back door was opened and someone got into it. It's a warning that always comes up. I can't disable it. I can't do anything. So it won't let me turn it off. All I have to, like, it stays there for a while, but if you click the OK button, it'll go away. But it's just like, it takes up the entire screen. I'm just like, why does it do that? It doesn't make any sense for why it's doing that.
Yeah, that's
I'm like,
weird.
I didn't open my back doors. Ryan's car does it too. Like, I didn't open my back doors. There's nothing in my back seat for it to be saying that I need to check my back passengers. Like, it should be, if there's weight or if you open the back doors, then yes, I would understand it. But if I don't even open my back doors, don't fucking tell me to check the seatbelt in the back seats.
Right.
It's very strange. I don't understand it.
I don't either.
Well, are you doing anything fun this weekend?
I am actually. Tomorrow.
Touching grass?
Yes.
Staying off of TikTok?
That's the goal. I'm gonna go swimming with my friend Cadence and her two kiddos. And then we're going to go to the library, and I'm gonna return my books that I didn't finish. And then I'm going to spend the evening with Nick. And then Sunday, I'm going to an obituary writing party at my local library.
That's obvious. That's really 100%. That's morbid. Literally. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's morbid. An obituary writing seminar.
Well, it's an obituary writing party.
Party. Okay.
We're writing our obituaries and being cute about it.
I mean, I guess you could see the levity in it if it's, especially in this dumpster fire of a country that we're in right now.
You know. What about you? What are you doing?
It's a good question. I mean, I'll edit the podcast. I should probably start figuring out what I need to do to get back to my classes, because that's September.
Yep, that's right around the corner.
Yeah, because tomorrow is August. We're recording this on July 31st, so tomorrow is August. I have to pay my rent.
I already paid my rent, and that's why I have no money.
Well, it's weird. They started doing this thing where I can't add money to my account unless there is a balance due. Like I used to be able to like pay it in advance and then they would just add it as a credit and then it would take like the payment off whenever it like hit the account. But it doesn't hit the account until the first of the month. So I can't go in and pay it until the first of the month.
Ew, hate that.
It's very strange. And then this month, for some reason, I got a physical bill, and I was frustrated because I was like, well, why are they sending me a bill? I thought they were charging me for something. Like I had to have pest control come in because we had ants come in, like ants infesting the apartment.
Right.
Um, So I was like, are they charging me for pest control, which is something that they should be doing anyway? And I was like, I was super, super frustrated. And then I got it and I was like, this is just my rent. Why did I get a bill for my rent? And I don't know if they like changed the system and it automatically updated everyone's to having a physical, like getting a physical bill. But I got a physical bill this month. I was like, that's weird.
That is really weird.
And then in it, there's also, which this is what pisses me off. I pay for 2 parking spaces, which it's $75 per parking space per month. And then I pay for water, trash, and storm water. Like, it doesn't rain here. Why am I paying for storm water?
Right.
Like, what storm water is happening? It hasn't rained here since, well, that's not true. It did rain here the other day, but it was like it started raining and then it quickly stopped.
Right. The way it usually goes.
So, but I mean, other than that, I don't really know. Ryan kind of just, I don't know, he's sort of started a new job.
I thought he did start a new job.
So he was working at this place called The Cellar, but they are, I think we talked about it. They were only giving him like, well, last week they only gave him 1 day. The week before that they gave him 2 days, and then this week they didn't give him any days. So he basically doesn't have a job. So he's been looking, and he interviewed for a couple places this week, and he went in today and watched at this cafe. It was like a introduction or something so that he could see if he liked it, because I guess they've had a lot of people start recently and then quit a few weeks after they started because it isn't what they thought it was going to be. So they're doing it's a trial run where you come in and you're here for an hour and just see how things go and see if you would like it, and then if it works and it makes sense, then they will put him on the schedule to start training him, I guess. I don't know. He also he got contacted from the winery that I'm a member of their wine club. And he said that he was interested in hiring him, but then he needed to talk to the other owner, because it's like it's 2 wineries technically and 1 wine tasting place. And I guess that she had talked to some of their previous employees, and someone from there that had left was going to come back and help fill the time. So they ended up not moving forward.
Okay.
I don't know, it's frustrating, but
it sounds frustrating.
We'll see. Hopefully this job works out and he will get actual hours.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll see. Other than that, nothing much.
Same. I gotta get groceries. Because I have not very much. But the good news is I get paid soon. Tuesday I get my mileage check.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's weird.
Wednesday I get my paycheck, because I got my paycheck 2 days early. So.
Oh, I wonder if Ryan's gonna he should get a check tomorrow. That's the other thing that was weird about that place. They get paid on Saturdays.
Oh, I remember you saying that. That's That is really weird. I don't understand that.
And then he had an issue when he was trying to cash his payroll check that, like, even when he took it to his bank, they wouldn't let him deposit it. He had to cash it. It didn't make any sense. I don't understand that either. It's like, what do you mean you can't deposit it, but you can cash it? That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like, I would think
That,
the opposite. It's like, we can't
yeah.
cash it and give you cash, but we can deposit it and put a
Right.
hold on it.
And see, like, if it goes
It
through.
wasn't even that much money. It was like $500.
Of course.
I don't know. Very strange, but oh well, we'll see. Well, ready to call it a podcast?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to call it a podcast.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to this week's episode of Now About That with James and Sarah. If you like this episode, please give us a like, comment. Don't forget to follow or subscribe. If you would, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen. This will help get the podcast out to more people and help us grow. You can follow us on social media. Our handle everywhere is at Now About That Pod. So we're not in the. If we don't come up in the search, then we're not on that platform. And if there's something you would like us to review or talk about on the podcast, you can email us at nowaboutthatpod@gmail.com. There's our website, www.nowaboutthatproductions.com, or you can call and leave us a voicemail or send us a text message to 765-557-4170. That's what it is. Took me a minute. Well, again, thank you for listening, and we hope you have a great week since it'll be coming out on Monday. And Sarah, enjoy your weekend.
You too.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh.
Leave it in.